Good early May morning to you. I know it's been a while since we've put out a video, so wanted to start with taking you to the boat this morning just to show you where we're at right now. And then we're going to go back in time a little bit on the next episode because there's a few things that I haven't shown you that got done last fall, pretty late in the fall. Murray and a friend of ours did some of the windows, and I can't remember if all the hatches were in the last episode, but anyway, that's what we're gonna shoot for in the next episode. And boy, have I got a lot to catch you up on. So as you can see behind me, the boat is pretty dusty. But we did get a few things done last year. Got all these hatches in. And basically we started to put in some of the windows, so I'm going to show you that. Some of the windows, not all. That one at the back. And we ended up with quite the hole in the tarp. The first one was done since we taped up this big one, but I'll show you when we had to tape that up too. It's going to be a little bit grainy right now because basically we don't have enough light in here right now. So not much changed. I see we have water in the bilge. That's not a good thing. That's going to have to get pumped. Some of the windows got put in, that one got put in, and then I ran out of time, or I don't remember who was doing these ones, but anyways. So we do have kind of a plan for this year, and we know how plans go when you're a sailor. Plans are basically written in the sand at low tide, I think it is. But the plan is to paint the hull this year. And then once we have that done, do as much of the outside work. So get the bulwarks done. We got some white oak that Murray's been planing. Murray and Vic and our daughter Eve have been planing. And then we are basically going to, and when I say we, it's not necessarily me. But anyways, we're going to get those onto the bulwarks hopefully this year, and then get the deck hardware on so that when we're ready to splash, we can put the mast up and then get the rigging done. As far as a splash date, it won't be 2025. That is way too ambitious. So we didn't expect to lose so much time to me being injured because basically the plan was I was going to work all day, and then in the evenings we would get the kids basically to bed and we would be over here working. That was the plan, was that we were going to have our building that this boat sits at done as well. So that's not finished yet, but we're getting close. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. That's the big joke in our household, is we're moving in 6 weeks. So Murray has had some people helping him on finishing our big build where this boat sits. And so they are now, I believe, at the primer stage. We're going to take a quick walk through there just to show you the unit that we're going to be moving into. And once we get moved over here in 6 weeks, then we're going to be able to actually get more work done on the boat, because basically the kids will come home from school, will be able to be out here. I am not working anymore. That's a big long story, and I'm not going to get into it. So the biggest update, and my WhatsApp group knows, is that I am not working for somebody else anymore. I'm working only for myself, and basically what I'm doing is creating an online course that is going to teach landlords how to do things right. So if you're a landlord and you're feeling lost, that's going to be for you. And I will eventually probably announce that over here when it's all ready. But I've been spending a lot of time working on creating the curriculum for that. And I've spoken with a couple of landlords in the last week, and every landlord that I've talked to is frustrated. They're frustrated beyond belief. And it boils down to they didn't understand the law before they got into being a landlord. And so that's the biggest thing with my course, is that being a landlord is difficult. I live in one of the top 5 toughest places to be a landlord. And so basically, if you don't understand the law, it's going to be a lot harder for you. So I'm not teaching the law. It is literally me teaching people how to landlord properly so that they don't get in trouble with the law. And anyways, that's on, I'll have another channel for that. If you want to check it out, you can just send me a message and I'll shoot you over to where that is. But let's go inside of our big project, the big elephant. And yeah. So this project, if you watched I think the last video I did, this project's been going on for like 7 years, but we're getting close, very close. And I'm sure there will be specific people watching this to see where we're at as far as our permits go. So anyways, this is our kitchen. It's not yet done. I'm gonna flip this around. This is the living room. I think they're finally not gonna have to move much around anymore. This is our utility room. This right here is the dining room. Our master bedroom is gonna be the last thing that gets finished, because as you can see, it's a bit full of stuff. That over there is our laundry closet. Can't see in there, but that's going to be a bathroom. This will be my office. I can't wait until that's done and I have an actual office. Eve's bedroom. It's getting done. I think very echoey in here, but they are done the drywall mudding and taping, and they're ready for primer. And this is Pearl's room, which is a lot brighter during the day than a lot of the other parts, so that's good. So I see Murray sitting in his truck.
Life update. Getting older, getting sorer in the morning. So this winter we got quite a bit done on our new project here. Elephant project, as Heather calls it. And now we're kind of getting some warm weather. Yesterday was the first day that hit positive 20. So we're going to get started going on the boat. We have a big list of things we want to get done. So this summer we have to paint the exterior of the boat.
The hull.
the outside of the hull, so that we can get the handrails and stuff put on and get that going. We've got to build a fiberglass hardtop Dodger, everything else. Yeah, that's what's going on there, and that should be able to start happening next week. With the elephant project, we should be able to start priming maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. We got lots going on. I'm going to one of our other properties today. We got to do some capping on some windows, which still has to happen at this property too, but it's not as a priority here. So we're doing a little bit of everything everywhere.
So why are we working to get this done over starting work on the boat right now?
Well, because we're going to get to a point where we have to have this done. It's going to allow us to move over here, and then we'll be able to have a boat in our backyard. So when the kids are asleep, and we get an extra hour or two of work in the evenings, hopefully, hopefully, if I can get myself off the couch.
Right.
I am self-employed.
How long have you been self-employed for?
How long have I been self-employed? Oh God. Dingwells was my last full-time employer.
And you left there in 2020.
Ended in 2020. And then I've had a couple of contract positions with the college, which is like 4 hours a week in the past. After that, that's about it. Yeah. So since then, 2020.
So do you take every contracting job that comes your way?
Hells no. Last summer we kind of pulled back, and we basically went to try and focus on our projects so that we can finally try and wrap some things up so that we could actually take off and go on the sailboat and get the sailboat finished. And everything's a project. Even the house we're currently in, still haven't got Heather's shower finished and stuff like that. We've moved into Pearlie's room here, just to have a conversation because the neighbor's doing some grinding outside. And I want to avoid the noise of the camera.
But okay, so what happened with the shower?
So this winter we had some really cold minus 30 degrees Celsius days, and the water froze going up to one of our apartments above us. I knew where the water went with the water lines, and I expected that the water froze in the wall. Once it went through the exterior wall in our unit behind Heather's shower. When we first put it in there, I thought, well, this is a fine place for it because you'll have the shower, it's always gonna be warm. You're gonna kind of keep it warm and it won't freeze the pipes.
It was well insulated too.
And it was well insulated. I wasn't sure of that, so we kind of opened up a hole beside Heather's shower, which allowed me to put a hairdryer into the wall and kind of put some heat in there. After about 40 minutes on low temperature, I decided to turn the temperature up on the hairdryer, and eventually melted through the pipe. I was sitting there and had to run in.
This was a brand new hairdryer bought that day.
Yeah. So I melted some of the hairdryer as well as the pipe. So we turned off the water. I then had to make the decision that we were going to have to tear up Heather's shower, which was a tiled shower wall. So we took it apart, got the tile off, got the wall opened up, fixed the hole, got the water back on upstairs. The actual root cause was the rim joist. Had no insulation, and we've always had a kind of cool floor on the main level because none of the rim joists were filled with insulation. So that's another project for this year. We're going to drill from the exterior of the building every 16 inches and spray foam into the rim joists on both two sides of the building. More projects.
Mm-hmm. Always projects.
But it will help. It will keep it from freezing. And actually, the issue we had was where the water did freeze. We couldn't get the hairdryer into it, so I actually had to cut open a duct and make it exposed so that actually just natural convection would actually melt the ice up there, so that we could actually get the water turned back on and flowing There's always things to learn. Life of being a landlord, eh?
So even though I say we, it's mostly this guy.
Yeah, she goes all the time. Oh, we need to do this. It's like, oh, okay. When are we going to help me? And it doesn't usually happen. It's more of Heather's decided that Murray has a certain chore to do that I get.
It's more like there's no choice. It's something just comes up and has to happen. But he usually looks like a homeless guy, and I am usually like jeans and a hoodie.
I'm thinking about
Clean.
going as Jack Black for Halloween here. I'm getting the gray and the beard now, so
Oh, we could do Minecraft.
Minecraft, yeah.
The kids
yeah,
would like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, exactly.
We usually do a family Halloween costume.
I got
and
a little longer, but I think I can do it.
yeah, the kids like the Minecraft movie, so they'd probably enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much our update. Don't forget to subscribe. I keep losing subscribers, and I'm sure it's because I haven't put any videos out, but I promise I am working on it. I'm trying to get you videos out.
How did you get white stuff all over you?
That was the drywall dust when I walked out the door to go take a video of the boat.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, you've been working this morning?
Yeah, I've been working. Yeah.
Just because you're dirty. Just because you're dirty.
This is what I do. Oh yeah. Hi, my name is Heather.
My name is Murray. And I haven't seen her sand the drywall yet.
Have you seen that TikTok? The last time I sanded drywall was like what? How many years ago did we do our other place?
You would have been doing drywall.
I ain't giving the street name. I'm gonna have to beep that out. Yeah, how long ago did we buy that? 10 years.
Oh yeah.
10 years ago we bought that. So probably 9 years ago is the last time I sanded drywall. Anyway, that's it for now. If you like this, please like, subscribe. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but and if all goes well, we're gonna go and have a little bit of a road trip this summer. I know we have too much stuff to do a road trip, but we'll see how that goes, and we'll share that with you. And what else are we planning?
What else are we planning?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, not a lot. We've got a couple of trips planned. We've got a family kind of gathering in August. Probably in Kenora and then in Emo as well. And then
Oh yeah, our niece is coming up in August.
Yeah, it's coming up in August.
She lives in Utah.
Yep. So that's probably the biggest thing we're going to do and spend the most time away, other than if we can actually pull a road trip off at the end of the year. With the kids not taking day camps, it really doesn't matter when we do it. It just comes down to
yeah, the kids have 3 weeks of day camp. 1 week is going to be sailing, hopefully, for them. And then with any luck, I don't know how we're pulling all this off. Does anyone have a cloning machine? I haven't finished this yet, but if you have a cloning machine, let me know, because we need at least like 6 clones of this guy. We'll throw out the last one because I think they get a little bit stupid.
as they go.
Are you allowed to say? I'm French, and he's got French in him too. So en retard means slow.
Late.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other big project we actually have to get is we have to get the girls used to the sailing, the boat. So we have our 25-foot boat that we have to get in the water. I talked to the mechanic yesterday, and I offered up one of my helpers to help him to kind of do some tight space.
Somebody who has more flexibility than
and,
I have.
And not
like I can't touch my toes.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to do that for a couple of years.
I touch my toes, but I don't fit in the whole spot.
And it's not because of my gut. I know I've got a few extra pounds. It's because of my leg and my back.
Yeah. Me, it's the gut, the shoulders, the thighs.
He's more flexible than I am.
Oh, yeah. One day you'll get a video of that, eh?
You guys want to see him do yoga? Comment yoga down below and I'll make him do it and I'll video him. But I'll put some man-ternity pants on him so that you don't have to see his butt crack.
Stop showing the crack.
Yeah. This channel is no crack.
Crack free?
There's enough crack-a-doodles in this area.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to let Murray get back to work, and I'm going to go and edit
Start
this.
work?
And yeah, I'm going to let him start some work. And I'm going to go back, walk back home, and maybe get this video out for you guys this week. You might get a couple of clips on Instagram or something, or a YouTube short. And when I do start getting the videos coming out again, I am going to look at starting a Patreon. That was recommended to me in Annapolis by a man by the name of David Wrestler. So shout out to him. Yeah, I will get that going. I should have done that like a year ago, but I always feel guilty because I'm not putting videos out on the regular. Although I guess neither is David Shee. Although he's gotten a lot better. But yeah, it's something that I want to get better at, because I also plan to go to Annapolis again this year. I might just drive down. I haven't quite decided. Might take our land yacht down there. But the last time I looked, Annapolis wasn't super land yacht friendly as far as like you can park where you want. So if you live in the Annapolis area and you are okay with having a land yacht parked in your driveway for the boat show, then reach out to me, because that may be what we do. Because I also want to kind of take the kids down this year and show them the boat show. I think it should be a kids takeover Annapolis this year. And maybe we can get David Shee's kids, and Sailing Machete, and Sailing with Six, and obviously Delos could bring Sierra and whoever else has kids. There's so many channels. So many channels that have just had babies. So yeah, it looks like families are taking over the water. And I hope that everybody is happy and healthy for taking over the water. And happy and healthy when they get to the show. Anyway, stay tuned. We'll talk to you later.